Before there was a United States, there was an idea: freedom, self-government, and the courage to defend both. On June 14, 1775, the Continental Congress created the Continental Army. Farmers, blacksmiths, merchants, citizens who believed in something bigger than themselves. Their leader was George Washington, a man who knew the odds were long and the hardships immense. The British had everything. The Americans had almost nothing. No uniforms, little food, barely any weapons. Washington's greatest challenge was holding the army together, inspiring men to fight on when hope seemed lost. At Valley Forge, soldiers endured freezing huts, disease and starvation, but they did not quit. Baron von Steuben arrived, drilling the army into a disciplined force. Training paid off. They won at Saratoga, Monmouth, and with French help, Yorktown. The victory at Yorktown secured independence, but the army's story was just beginning. In the War of 1812, the army defended the young nation again, fighting at New Orleans and Baltimore. These early struggles proved America was here to stay, a nation defended by its own citizens, ready to answer the call. Less than a century later, the nation faced its greatest trial, the Civil War. The army, once a symbol of unity, was torn in two as brother fought brother. Battles like Antietam and Gettysburg brought unimaginable casualties. The war transformed the army into a massive modern force, using railroads, telegraphs, and new weapons. Leaders like Grant and Sherman understood that to save the Union, they had to break the Confederacy's will. The Union was preserved, but at a terrible cost. Over 360,000 Union soldiers lost. Through sacrifice, the nation was reborn, and the army emerged stronger, forever bound to the promise of a United States. As the 19th century closed, America's army became a global force. The Spanish-American War marked a new era, with soldiers fighting in Cuba and the Philippines. In World War I, American doughboys braved the trenches of Europe, helping turn the tide for democracy. 2 decades later, World War II demanded even more. The army grew to millions, fighting across North Africa, Europe, and the Pacific. D-Day saw American soldiers storm Normandy's beaches, opening the door to Europe's liberation. In the Pacific, they fought brutal island battles at Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima. The army became the arsenal and sword of democracy, shaping the modern world. After World War II, the army stood guard in a divided world. In the Cold War, soldiers in Europe deterred Soviet aggression. The Korean War tested resolve in brutal conditions, halting communist expansion. In Vietnam, the army faced a new kind of war. No front lines, elusive enemies, and deep divisions at home. The experience led to an all-volunteer force and new technologies. In 1991, Operation Desert Storm showcased the Army's speed and precision, liberating Kuwait in just 100 hours. The modern Army emerged, professional, adaptable, and ready for new challenges. The 21st century began with the shock of September 11, 2001. The Army was called to fight terrorism in Afghanistan's mountains and Iraq's cities. Soldiers became warriors, peacekeepers, and nation-builders, facing roadside bombs and insurgency. Advanced technology, from drones to body armor, became essential, but the Army's core remained its people. The bond between soldiers, the promise to never leave a comrade behind, was tested daily. Today, the Army faces new threats in cyberspace and space, developing new capabilities while standing ready to deploy anywhere. The mission is broader and more complex than ever. For 250 years, the Army has been the bedrock of America's defense. From Valley Forge to Baghdad, ordinary citizens have done extraordinary things. Guided by the motto, "This will defend," they protect the Constitution and the nation. The Army's greatest strength is its people, their teamwork, sacrifice, and spirit. Its legacy is written in the peace and freedom we enjoy. From a small band of rebels, it has become the world's most powerful land force. As new threats emerge, the Army stands ready. The promise made in 1775 endures. The spirit of the American soldier remains unbroken. The long green line of history continues. That is its legacy. That is its promise. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more history content.